Movie notes on Man Down. 2015 film, 2023 November 2024 viewing. I just finished viewing this today, Saturday, 23 November 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And got it from the library. Picked it up today. Got this and a number of other movies. And my description for this viewing is it's a fiction film about a male in the United States of America Marines who served in combat in Afghanistan, and his military service personal life balance with an emphasis on his post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. And I was watching it, and I've seen this before. I've seen this before this decade, the 2020s. I had, in watching it, I was like, yeah, that's right. PTSD, the discovery, so kind of like with in previous movie notes, there's this discovery of the chemical element radium, and then this discovery of radioactivity, and like, oh, that can cause bad things, and now we need to do stuff. So PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, was one that there were a bunch of people in the military who were coming back with all of these symptoms, and you know, of course, the doctors and the psychologists and psychiatrists were like, you're making it up. It's not real. And so these veterans were treated horribly, and now it's accepted as a real thing for the most part. Not all doctors do. But it's certainly been popularized. You know, people want that therapy check mark to be like, oh, woe is me, adversity, or they really want a certain medication or stuff like that. But it started with the true victims in the PTSD development in terms of like actually accepting it, that it's a disorder, and it's like clinical acceptance was from the military. And that was kind of its origins. And so it's an interesting one, and I thought it's nice that they made a movie to kind of, that's not the topic of the movie, but they do address post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. And so I thought that was a good one to, if you can make a fiction film, bring up, because it does, so many people in this world who are diagnosed with PTSD owe their diagnoses to the military and to combat fighters, myself included, right? I was diagnosed with PTSD after I seeked help in relation to being raped, so sexual assault. I wouldn't have gotten that had people not investigated these people coming back with these conditions that they didn't know, because at the time it wasn't really anything. They were like, it's not anything, because that's how doctors work, you know? Like with the radioactivity, like there's this, you know, it takes a while sometimes, and especially at the industry level, for people to be accepting of like real problems. Maybe is a way of phrasing it. If you believe in PTSD, right? Because not that long ago, people didn't believe in it. So, how do I feel about the movie? I think it's good. It's only an hour and a half long, so it's a good one in terms of communicating. Like, but is there like, so like work-life balance? So military service, personal life balance, but does that exist? Can the person, when they come back and interact with their family, can they actually separate themselves from the military in their military service? So I thought this was a good one. Like, there's the dad teaches his kid, you know, if your mom says I love you, when dropping you off at school, you say man down, right? So he teaches his kid man down, and so, which is also a military term for like when a man gets shot down. So it's like the kids are raised a little bit differently. But how do I feel about the movie? I think so. There's a scene in here where the wife gives the man a buzz cut, and I was watching it this time, and I was watching it, and I was like, that woman, that actress has not ever given anybody a buzz cut, and if she has, she's a very hurtful individual. Because I give myself buzz cuts, and it's like, I'm watching it and I'm like, that's the sloppiest barber in history for buzz cuts. So clearly the actress has zero real experience with that, or if she does, she hurts people when she does it. But she also cheats on, so that's the actress, but the character cheats on the guy, and I'm not going to spoil the ending, but all I'm going to say about the ending is the wife should have died. That's how I feel about this one. Yeah. It's got good eye candy. It's got both Shia LaBeouf and Jai Courtney. Jai Courtney is a very attractive, buff, beefy man. Yes. Like one of those people that like, some people don't look good skinny. Okay? There's Jai Courtney, there's Elon Musk 3.0. Yeah. There's some people that actually, and there are some people who are good that can like look good at a bunch of weights, but like Jai Courtney definitely makes the list of like, please don't make that man skinny. He's born to be buff. He's born to be bulky. He's born to be meaty. He's the one small hot dude looking that way. Okay, he's just, I think I saw him in the Divergent movie and I was just like, you, sir, are like, I don't even know, a fine human specimen of just like a beefcake done right. You know, like people call men beefcakes. And I'm like, I had never been attracted to a beefcake. And then I saw Jai Courtney and I was like, you, sir, get that check mark. That's for sure. You know, yeah. So, but he's in this movie. And he's a little bit skinnier, but like, not skinny. I'm just like, you're not born to be skinny, bud. Like, you and Elon Musk 3.0. You're born to bear weight. You are the golden standard for heavy men. But not like fat heavy. They're both very, so Elon Musk 3.0, my Elon Musk 3.0 is actually muscular. Some people might call him fat, but he's a tiny hamster. So, okay. Same with Jai Courtney. And here he's like, an anemic hamster. Okay. But I was thinking about this. I was like, you know, some people might make movies like this to communicate to their soulmate and or soulmates, be it the men or the women in the movie. You know, I'd be willing to serve for you, right? For their significant other. And I watch it and I go, you know, dudes, maybe it's the world saying it's my turn to serve for you. Okay. So I was thinking through that and I was like, okay, military talking point. Is this the right film? I think so. Josh and I living in what was formerly the residence of my grandma Rosemary, a condo and a condominium building in Edmonds, Snohomish County, Washington State, United States of America. Do I serve in the military, and does he build a squirrel hutch that has not grass, well maybe there's grass like in the courtyard, because she had an outdoor courtyard, which was on a ground unit and had an outdoor courtyard kind of yard area. So he builds a squirrel hutch and it has glass, and so each of the squirrels get their own like little cubby, or each family gets a cubby, and it's made of glass, and there's like, he makes it so there's like a blind, so people walking past, so it's like a low wall, so people can walk past and, you know, can take the blinds up and you can see Timber the gray squirrel sleeping. You can go to Walnut Street Coffee, or go to the Copper Rose Bakery, or go to Edmonds Bakery, or go to Edmonds Theater, or wherever you're going, or the Edmonds Saturday Market, and then walk past the squirrel hutch and be like, what squirrels are sleeping? Which one's grooming? You know, that kind of stuff. And Josh is going to be lying on a lawn chair with his little, like, fold out Legally Blonde mirror going, hi, Tanis is off in Syria shooting people. So I thought that was good. And then I was like, also thinking, I was like, okay, anything else kind of I can think of? So I thought this is kind of related. When I say Pale Yellow House, do my parents entertain two options? One, the house I have mentioned in Shoreline Woodway, and two, a house in Wedgwood. There we go. So are they gonna be like, you're getting the boot, Lindsay and Jake, and they're gonna be like, that's not how this works. Or do they want the one in Woodway, or do they want both? So it's like, but what about the glass squirrel hutch? You know, he went back and saw his wife and child, and I go back and see my Josh and the squirrels. Timber the gray squirrel lying looking out the window. Who has a peanut? Who has a pecan? But they won't let you feed me. They're like, we got PTSD from coyotes, man. Don't touch me. Okay, so there we go. These are my movie notes on Mandown 2015 film, 23 November 2024 viewing.